right, settle down, people. We've got a lot to cover, and time is short. There are two kinds of people in business today, the quick and the dead. So rather than waste your time this semester with a lot of useless theories, we're going to jump right in with both feet and create a
podcast
from the ground up. We'll construct our physical
podcast.
We'll set up an efficient administrative and executive structure. Then we'll manufacture our
podcast
and market it. I think you'll find it very interesting and a lot of fun.
Who was that guy?
I don't know.
I don't remember that part in the movie.
I don't either.
What's going on, everybody? We're wasting no time here.
Nope.
It is the Rhythm Section Podcast, everybody.
It's been a minute.
It has been a minute. Good to be here. If you're watching, you can obviously tell it's a totally different look. We are in transition here. My studio is in transition, and I'm setting things up differently. And today's cameras were just kind of thrown up on tripods. So for those watching, that's why you actually can see my back door now. And it's just the other side. It's the other side of our faces. But yeah, so thanks for being here, Jeff.
Man, yeah.
Thanks for finally coming down here. I've been bugging you to get down here for weeks and weeks.
6-8 weeks now.
So again, we're here. If you forgot about us, we are here to talk about Memphis music. Yes. And we interview bands and we highlight this awesome community. But today's a special episode because we're here to announce some good news. As you know, we have disappeared for a while, and let's just go kill this music. TheRhythmSectionPod.com, by the way.
Yeah.
But so last we left you, we made an announcement that we're going into hiatus, and we're going to get right to the point here and then bullshit. So we are coming back. I'm excited to announce this. We're going to look very different, but sound the same. Yeah. By that, I mean, we're going to be dropping the cameras after this episode. We're going to be doing a 10-episode season, and it's going to launch on Wednesday, October 18th. So let's break this down here as to why and everything. So the audio reason, or audio-only reason, is, quite frankly, the video saves cost. Eliminating the video saves cost. So I've decided to try audio only, which I'm really excited about. It's going to be a different vibe when recording too.
Right.
You can't see the table here in the camera. Maybe I got a bigger table in this space, and now we can fit more people. And
this was a really tough decision because we know how much you guys love looking at our faces.
I know. I've missed yours every Sunday for several weeks now.
Yeah.
Anyone that does podcasting and adds the video aspect to it, all of a sudden the cameras dictate everything.
Yeah.
What's the great angle? What kind of backdrop do you have? And it just, everything is based around the cameras. So the setup that we had in here was specific to make it so the cameras work, and we had backdrops that we put up and so now with audio only, it's just going to make things easier and more fun. But again, now it goes to cost. But
absolutely,
seasons. Yeah. I'm trying a season. We're going to try seasonal. I have high hopes that there will be a third one. But coming up on October 18th is going to be season number 2, and it's going to be like a Netflix series, coming out weekly. But it's just a limited series. It's 10 episodes. Yeah. And this does a couple things. It helps us raise money for it, and book and production, and and then a built-in break.
Yep.
We get in a break.
And dude, we really did need the break.
Yes.
We worked hard for 40 weeks.
Yeah, it was
crazy.
It was a lot of work. And then I got really used to not working. So now it feels like even more work.
Yeah.
Now, the published date, Wednesdays.
Yes.
We're moving to Wednesdays, and here's why. Part of what was always frustrating for season 1 was the timeline. Where are we at here?
Yeah.
Great Scott!
That was a pain in the ass.
By the time me and Jeff would record on a Sunday, our intro, to talk about that guest for that week, it was, by the time it published, it was 8 days later than when we recorded it. So how often did, pretty much every weekend, you were like, hey, Saturday we did this, Friday we went out and did that. But by the time people hear it, It's 2 weekends ago.
Yeah.
Now with it being audio only, I will be doing the editing,
and you can get it out faster.
Yeah, so I can get it out faster. So now, but I can't do 24 hours. I need some padding, you know. So, and then much like today, we couldn't record Sunday. We're recording on a Monday, so I want to have that flexibility. So I'm padding it that way. So now, instead of releasing on Monday, we're going to release on Wednesday. But now, when you hear me and Jeff talk about this past weekend that we went out and did X,
it was actually
not X. We didn't really didn't do X, but. I mean, in my 20s, I mean, my 20s for sure. But then, yes, like this past weekend, as you're listening on published day, is this past weekend. So that's why I push that. And we're going to have to just retrain people to know that it's coming on Wednesdays. And I don't think that'll be a problem.
Right.
So cover art. Now, this is where I'm going to get Alex involved. So we're going to pull up Alex, our podcast cover art, the one that's been since day one.
Yeah.
I show this because we're changing the look a little bit. Okay. For those who are only listening, you see this cover art on your phone constantly. It's me and Jeff, both of our bald melon heads, which is funny because Jeff's actually not that bald.
No, but I always wear a hat so nobody knows.
And I don't know. Mondo at the time designed this. He made you bald.
It's fine.
And when I think about it, though, you often, like right now, you're wearing your black glasses and you usually have your hat backwards.
Right.
And that's kind of like your look.
Yeah.
I wish it would have been that.
Yeah,
But so we thought it was fun to have cartoon versions of our faces, and we are the rhythm section. You know, we wanted to make sure our names were on there and all that bit. But we're turning the lights out, Jeff. Okay?
I get it.
This is Rhythm Section Podcast 2.0.
Right.
The night series. So now, Jeff, Alex, if you can move to our new cover art.
Nifty.
The lights are out.
I like it a lot.
Our faces are gone. You actually had a funny idea when I told you I was going to do this. You're like, it'd be funny if our eyeballs were still showing.
Yeah, just have our teeth. See how we're smiling with the white teeth? Just have those.
But yeah, you know, it'll be a nice little change because that's what it is now. We're not as bright. The cameras are going away, people.
We've never been that bright.
No, certainly not that bright. But the lights are off after today. That's why the video... we didn't really care about what the video looked like for this one. I just wanted to throw some cameras up because everything has been changed. Everything's flipped around because of the audio only thing. Right. You know, so on a business front, the reason why I had to go on hiatus and everything the way it went down, that's flexing and I'm zigging and zagging. So making this an audio only situation here actually made things better.
Sure.
Because now I bought a second table. I have another table in the other room, so where I have a setup there now. So I'm actually going to be set up to be able to handle more clients, hopefully, if they ever decide to hire me.
Yeah. You know, it's always a good thing to have business.
Yeah.
When you own a business.
Business is good. Yeah. Right. I don't want to mention specific names yet, but I would be remiss to not mention that, yes, we have funding. We have some cool sponsors and some people that did step up for us to make this season possible. And we will episode 1, we'll talk about season number 2. We'll make all those big announcements. But that was the only way it was really going to be able to happen.
Well, and that's huge because we just can't do it without that. It's a big deal, and we're glad that some people stepped up.
Me too, man.
So
it's good stuff. I'm off. That was slow.
I know you were a little slow.
I feel rusty.
I get it.
I'm not used to
that. It's been a while.
I don't have the lights and the cameras in the same spot. It just feels so foreign right now.
So I want to transition real quick.
Sure.
One thing that we wanted to mention, because we have been out of the loop and we haven't been able to talk to you guys about all the things we used to do, but Berk Jensen, who I never met personally, but obviously from all the posts on Facebook and everything I've seen from Bob Boscia, they did a benefit or a memorial for Burke at Hadley's, which was awesome. I didn't get to go, but this guy was obviously hugely loved in the Memphis music community. You met him.
I did. 3 times, I believe.
Yeah, at Lafayette's.
All at Lafayette's.
I never met him, but just just terrible. And we have to do that. We've done this too many times in this podcast, talking about the people we've lost, but we feel like it's kind of our duty to mention them.
Yeah.
It's a somber thing, but these people are why the Memphis music community thrives. So
very nice guy.
Yeah.
I sat with him and Lance Binder.
Yeah.
At the Lost 45's debut show.
Okay.
And there was 2 other times where we were at our own tables. I think one show was an Area 51 show.
Right.
And then it was pleasantries. Hey, catching up. That was all I knew was Burke at Lafayette's and just catching up and chatting. And of course, all he talked about was bands.
Yeah.
And how great they were and everything. He's clearly, one of those guys that just showed up. I know he was really close to Bob Boscia.
Yeah.
I heard that Burke was one of those guys this is what I was told.
Okay.
That he was good at instant messaging someone. Hey, you sounded great tonight.
Oh, cool.
I really liked how you did this. He'd get like really direct. And yeah, and instead of just like a slap on the back, hey, great job tonight, he'd go the extra level and text people.
Right.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So that we wanted to mention him. If you're a part of this Memphis music community, I'm sure you've already heard about his passing, but if you haven't, now you have. Say a prayer for his loved ones and for him, and just keep him in your thoughts and memories. And thanks, Burke, man. Rest in peace. We miss you.
Yes, sir. God bless you, man. All right, let's get selfish.
Yeah.
Let's talk your band, man. Let's talk Generation X. You had a big night in our downtime here. Did we talked about it a little bit before we went off the air, right?
We mentioned it.
But since then, you've actually done a show.
We had a show.
Opened up for Fever Tree at Hadley's. Let's talk about that.
Man, what a huge night for us. Myself, Jeff Cobble, Kevin Cost, Kevin Greenberg, and Jason Dixon. That's probably the only time I've ever mentioned an entire band of names and not forgotten one. But yeah.
I had to shoehorn that sound in.
Absolutely.
Come on.
So I reached out to the guys in Fever Tree and said, hey, would you like to do a show and let us do an opening for you? And they loved the idea.
They laughed you out of the room.
It was only John Patterson that laughed. Everybody else was pretty cool.
This.
But yeah, they said, sure, we would love to do it. We reached out to John Jacobs, who was amazing and got us in there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was amazingly packed.
It was.
I mean, it was a great night. We did a great job, and Fever Tree just lit it up, brought the house down. And they had a big announcement that night. Our boys, are with Curtain Call Records.
They got a record deal.
And that is a big deal.
And then now awesome. You see it on social media. They're just part of that promotion team now.
Absolutely. They're getting played on the radio all over the place.
Yep.
That's a good thing.
So good things coming their way for sure.
So I don't have any news, unfortunately, right now, specifically for our next show. I know that the guys in Fever Tree say we're going to do some more shows with them, which excites me a great deal. That's going to be awesome. Yes. But yeah, we want to do maybe a benefit this year and maybe another opening slot for Fever Tree or another band, and just getting our name out there right now and playing a few songs and working on enough material to cover an entire show ourselves. That's a daunting task.
Yeah, because when you had a 60-minute set,
we played probably a little less than an hour.
Okay.
You need 3 full hours of material to do your own show somewhere.
Just give Jeff Cobble a bunch of solos.
Yeah, Jeff, he learns stuff so quick.
Now, for real. So, look, anyone that might know my mom, Darlene.
Hi, Mama.
Mama Darlene. Hadley's is her home. She likes Lafayette. She likes Neil's. She bounces around.
Sure.
But Hadley's is her spot.
Right.
And she said it was the busiest she's ever seen it in there. And it was. Cool. And I got claustrophobic. I got claustrophobic. Because it was packed, so it was great. There was a lot of buzz in there. It was a fun night.
Yeah, it was huge. Good time, man. We're looking forward to doing it again. I have T-shirts and koozies and stuff that I'm actually picking up when we're done here. So anybody that wants a Gen X T-shirt, hit me
Would that
up.
be our buddy Steve Owens?
Steve Owens, man.
Oh,
Another,
hey to Steve and Katrina.
man, always.
Katrina had a big benefit.
Yep.
That went very well. Awesome bands.
Yep.
I'm on the spot here. Every Mother's Nightmare.
I don't even.
Ahead. Yeah.
I can't
Fast
remember.
Mothers.
Yep. I didn't get to make it to that one, unfortunately. So
When I rolled in, it was Every Mother's Nightmare and Midnight Train.
cool.
And that was when I was able to sneak in there. But
Right.
it was a great night. And God love y'all, Katrina, and Steve raising money for Katrina's, she's battling cancer.
Yep.
But it looks good. It
Yeah.
looks like it's positive,
Yeah.
and it's going to be, I think things are going to work out. So we'll see. And then we went to the Kitchen and the Cross, or
Yeah.
as I used to call it, Kitchen on the Cross.
Kitchen on the Cross.
I've said that several times early
Yeah.
on, but that was a fun day.
That was.
Played it
Yes.
with Elevation.
Man.
We were the second band, and not knowing how, A, never playing Neil's before, and B,
Right.
it's a benefit, and I don't know when I'm supposed to roll in. And
Right.
the first band started at 3:30. I was there at 2:30.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? I had nothing going on. I'm like, fuck it. I'm staying the whole night. And I
Yeah.
did. I closed the place down. I was at Neil's for 7 hours.
Good for you, man.
No, man. It took me a day to recover from that.
Yeah.
I don't even drink,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
all the bands were great. It was a new band I hadn't seen, and I can't remember the name of. Sorry. Elevation, headband,
Blind Without Readers.
Blind Without Readers.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Elevation Memphis.
And Jackie Flora is in Blind Without Readers, and she is the one that does the booking for Memphis Music Room if you want to rehearse there.
oh,
She's the one you contact to do all that. And Jackie, sorry, I intended to say hi to you at that show, and you ended up leaving before I was able to do that. So, hello.
See you later.
Yep.
Who else was there after Elevation? It was headband,
Yeah.
and then
Grand Theft Audio.
Grand Theft Audio closed it.
Yeah.
And then there was Midnight Train in there.
Yeah.
Headband Midnight Train.
And Grand Theft, guys, I still haven't made it out to see you since your reunion. I definitely am going to do that. You guys are one of the most kick-ass bands in town. I used to go see Grand Theft all the time years ago before they disbanded.
Well, they were a big reason why I did stay.
Yeah.
I was like, this is my opportunity to see
Sure.
him. Had never seen him before.
Right.
And
Did anyone shine a bright light in Alan Bone's
No.
face?
no,
Okay.
no bright light.
All right.
They broke out Midnight Oil. I mean, they played all kinds of cool shit.
Yeah.
That other bands aren't playing.
Right.
How they differentiated themselves. Well, I've never heard anyone play Midnight Oil.
Yeah.
That was great.
Cool.
And Keith, bass player, Keith
Yeah.
Blanchard,
Keith Blanchard.
tiny.
Yeah.
He's a small little
Yeah,
fella.
he's a short
but
dude.
he packs a punch up
He
there.
can sing, he can play. And I used to love the fact that they're the only band in town that I've heard do Silent Lucidity by Queen's
I don't know if
Ride.
They did it that night.
They used to do it. They may not be doing it this go round yet. I would like to put in a request if you guys don't mind.
You got to show up.
Yeah, I will. I'll be there.
You had
I'm
your
coming.
chance.
No, there'll be other chances. I know.
I know you came early to see me.
I did
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah,
That's the truth, man. I wanted to see you do your thing with the ladies in Elevation, and
it was
you
good
guys-
stuff.
and
It was fun.
and the double D's.
The Double D's. It was only my second show with them.
I can't wait for
Third. I lie. Third.
Tina Turner. I'm ready for that.
Yeah. So we have October 14th at Neil's. We're doing a big Elevation. No, Tina Turner
Right.
tribute. And we've been rehearsing our
Yeah.
tails off, and it's been awesome. It's going to be me and Josh, along with the crew,
Yeah.
which is Sean, Melanie, and the Double D's.
Right.
And then we got guest vocals with Gina.
So cool.
We got Karen Dillard's going to be a part of it. And I have not met any of these people yet, but we got a horn section
Yes.
and dancers.
This is going to be so cool.
I think it's going to be like 12 people.
A big production. I love it.
And the Elevation Camp, man, they mean business, and they've been working hard. We're doing like a Tina Museum tribute, where it's sort of like our soft opening of
Right.
this tribute thing, where it's less songs, and it's kind of, I don't think we're going to have the dancers or the horn section for that. I can't remember, but
Right.
but the big one is October 14, and
I can't wait.
reserve your seats. It's going to be fun. Between now and then, I get some acoustic stuff with them coming
Right.
up at the Highlander Pub,
Cool.
Collierville. Ernestine and Hazel's coming up. That's their home.
Yeah.
That's their home base.
Yep.
So it's been fun. I've rehearsed more than gigged with them at this point.
Sure.
Because of the Tina Turner deal.
Sometimes that's what it takes.
Yeah. So, and because of that, I've had a chance to play with Troy, because Troy's doing the Tina Museum show, and then Josh Haynes is doing the Neil's show. So I'm getting a chance to play all these awesome people.
And everybody know Troy Isom, that's who he's talking about. His wife, Michelle, they're also huge in the Memphis music scene. Michelle does Kitchen in the Cross. Troy is in headband and plays with Elevation when they need somebody. And they're everywhere. And we love you guys too.
Yeah. I don't think there's a benefit without them playing.
They're always there to support whatever cause comes up.
And yes, they're on the list of people.
For sure.
We don't have any real announcements as far as people on the show yet, because we haven't started production yet.
No.
And we needed time off. I needed time off, think through things, put the plan together. Me and Jeff just met last week or 2 weeks ago. Again, now by the time people hear this.
Right.
It is a week in between when you hear this and when it's published, but that will be changing. But anyways, what I can say is we had 2 interviews recorded before the hiatus, and that was Karen Dillard Brown and Andy and Tracy McCullough from Roxy Love.
Right.
So expect them. We don't know what order, where in the season, but we have them 2 definitely coming.
Yeah.
And then we have a little wish list we're putting together.
Well, and we've got one other name I'll mention. Because we interviewed Seth Kirkendall, and we screwed that one up. we really just never made it out because of some snafus in the studio. So Seth is on our list as well.
I think it was telling. I think it was a message that we needed to break. So let's give some context. So Seth comes in, and I'll try to be quick on this. That whole day was weird. Remember?
A disaster.
So Seth comes in, does a great interview, and then after Seth leaves, you and I do our intro. And that was the same day there was a guy with a water power washer out front, so we were late. And it was just technical difficulties. And then the next day, I pull up these files and realize that something was wrong with the board.
The audio.
We sounded like dust particles. Electric dust particles.
Right.
So it just sounded like robots. Nuts. And then I was like, shit. We also interviewed Seth, so I checked his files. No good. So we had to tell him we had to reschedule. Right. And then like a week and a half later, I told him that we were quitting. I was like, sorry, man. I'm canceling you because we're done. But then I calmed down and we started talking about it. But so Seth, you are definitely on the list.
Absolutely. Sure. And we've got 7 or 8 others that we're throwing around that we want to talk to. Probably I've already talked to you at one point, and you might have already been on our list, and then you got canceled. So
you got canceled.
Yeah, we're
not in a liberal way.
No. Well, we're working on getting everybody back in here, man. We are excited to keep this thing going. And,
yes, it's going to be fun. Audio only is going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a different dynamic. I'm excited to get back in. I'm excited to hear stories again and talk to these people and get to know these people, more musicians again. Just even right now, it's been almost 2 months since you and I have done this.
I definitely missed the stories, man. It was so much fun meeting everybody and learning all about this stuff. So I'm ready to get back in the groove.
And it will motivate me to go out a little more.
Yep. I've taken a break. I've taken a break from going out as much. I'm still going out fairly regularly, but not like I was.
Yeah.
And of course, I've got my bands that I'm in now that I'll be gigging, and that'll hamper my.
Yeah, what's the other band again?
I'm also in a country band. It is called Contraband.
Contraband.
Mr. Sean Few came up with that name. We love you, Sean.
But Charlene,
Sean, Shara, Donna Wolf, Bruce Key, Luke Mitchell, and yours truly.
Who's that?
That's you.
Oh.
And so keep an eye out for us. I'm sure at some point we're going to hit Neil's or Lafayette's or some of those places. We're ready.
When you're working with Sean and Shara,
cha-ching.
You're going to be making some money.
We're ready to get out there and show the Memphis music scene that these rockers can also do get their twang.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see Sean wearing a cowboy hat.
Over the mohawk.
The 5-gallon hat. Well,
right.
I feel like we're missing something, but
who cares?
I don't know.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, exactly. We're out of practice. So, but
we're glad to be back.
Yeah, we're going to be having a lot of fun here. So October, Wednesday, October 18th, season 2 will drop. We'll be pre-promoting it as we get closer to that. Definitely announcing who that first interview will be.
Yep.
So everyone knows what's coming in. But thanks for hanging out with us. Hopefully we didn't lose all of you. Hopefully you guys are happy that we're going to give this another shot.
And my Facebook posts have definitely diminished because we took this break. I will be back on that, and you will be getting updates from me regularly on what's going on. Keep an eye out for that.
I made Jeff sign an NDA.
Yes, non-disclosure. I can't tell anyone.
And I'm going to close with this, Jeff.
Okay.
Because I know you've mentioned wanting to do this, and I was like, no, we got cameras.
Oh, Lord.
Just because we're not going to have cameras doesn't mean that you still need to wear a shirt.
Oh, okay. Well,
every other week you're like, dude, can I take my shirt off? I'm like, why?
Yeah, I know.
Are you saying this?
Well, Jimmy Falp asked me to do it, and I thought.
So no cameras, but shirts.
Yes.
You still need a shirt.
Got to wear a shirt.
All right.
All right.
Hey, therhythmsectionpod.com. Check us out. Facebook.
Yeah. We're back.
Instagram might be popping in.
Sweet.
That's something I hadn't talked about you yet.
Let's
talk
do
to
it.
you about yet. Instagram might be a real thing. What's funny is I set up the Instagram account day one just to secure the name, but never put it private.
Yeah.
It's public, 0 posts, and last I checked, like 55 followers.
That's great.
So it's like,
maybe
cool.
if we actually put something on there, maybe that'll grow.
And with the new production and my new plan and everything, and some new AI technology,
right?
I will be able to format some clips and everything for Instagram and shit. So
cool.
All right, y'all. Thanks again for hanging out.
Thank you, Memphis.
I'm not used to looking in these weird directions.
We're always looking over here. So, hi.
Hey.
Thanks, guys. We are so happy to be back. Can't wait. Look for the audio, and
all right,
I'm coming in without a shirt.
All right. Take care, everybody.